Friend or Foe. I'm Kennedy, your game show translator. Hola. In a moment, these three players will have to choose between these potential partners. Three people who they've never met, never spoken to, never even asked for a light. Together, these new teammates will move through a world of trust, knowledge, and betrayal. They'll work together to build a trust fund and ultimately decide whether to share the money as friends or fight over it as foes here on Friend or Foe. It is now time to meet our three players. Our first player is Jonathan.
I'm in retail sales. For fun, I play volleyball and hit the clubs.
He also takes change from the donation jars at convenience stores. Next, we have Renae.
I have a promotional management company and I enjoy restoring furniture and skydiving.
Renae also likes to dive in front of moving cars and pretend she's hurt. That's quite a hobby. And finally, you have Pierre.
I'm a full-time animation student and I like photography and camping.
But Pierre can't afford much more than a tent because he has a 2-year-old daughter to support on a student's income. We've met our three players and now it is time to meet their potential partners. Your first potential partner is Sabrina.
I'm a writer and a poet, and I love to volunteer my time to charity.
Sabrina doesn't like to volunteer information, though. She often lies about her age when she's asked. Next, there's Rodney.
I'm a native of Chicago. I enjoy running, and I was in the Navy for 7 years.
But Rodney was servicing his own needs when he secretly drove his mom's car every night for 2 years. Finally, you have Jill.
I'm a massage therapist, a plus-size model, and I enjoy singing.
Jill also made a plus-size profit when she won $2,000 in a raffle contest using stolen tickets. Jill. Well, players, those are your choices, and now it's time for you to pick your partners. Jonathan, who did you choose?
Sabrina.
Renae, who did you select?
Jill.
And Pierre, who will it be?
I chose Sabrina.
All right, well, Renae, that means that you and Jill are officially a pair. Nice work. And Sabrina, since two people picked you, the Friend or Foe rules state that you get to pick your partner. So who will it be, Jonathan or Pierre?
Pierre.
All right, Pierre and Sabrina, you guys are now partnered up. And that means, by default, Jonathan, you and Rodney are a team. Our teams have been formed, and the test of knowledge and of trust is about to begin when we return to Friend or Foe. Welcome back to Friend or Foe. Our three teams are in game position, and each station has been specially wired so they can all hear my voice. How's everyone doing in there?
What's up, Kennedy?
You're all looking good, looking strong. I'm going to put $200 in each of your trust funds so you can start out the game.
$200?
$200, Rodney. Strong as everybody else, so let's keep the energy up. In this round, we have 4 questions worth $500 each. Both players must agree on an answer and lock it in at the same time in order to score. And you've got 15 seconds to answer each question. Are you guys ready to play?
Yes.
All right, here's your first question of round 1. According to a 2002 survey, which of these is the most popular way for pet owners to celebrate their pet's birthday? Give a gift, make a cake, throw a party, or sing happy birthday? And begin.
Get a gift.
Give a gift. I think it's give a gift. I'm going to roll with you on that.
Give a gift.
I'm going to roll with you on John, you
good.
seem smart, dog. I'm rolling with you.
All right, let's
I would say sing happy birthday or a cake.
Give a gift.
Give a gift.
Give a gift. Okay, yeah, give a gift. Go for it.
Our 3 teams have locked in. Jonathan, you and Rodney said give a gift. Renae, you and Jill said give a gift. And Pierre, you and Sabrina also said give the little baby a gift. But really, pet owners sing happy birthday. Because they're not all crazy, but you know what? You're all fine. You still have $200. Here's your next question. Which company promises we'll leave the light on for you? Is it Marriott, Holiday Inn, Motel 6 or General Electric? And begin.
I say it's Motel 6,
Motel
dog.
6, I definitely agree
Motel
with you.
6.
I think it's Motel 6. I think it's Motel 6. I think it is.
Holiday Inn, go.
All right, our three teams have locked in, and Jonathan, you and Rodney, you guys selected Motel 6. Renae, you and Jill also selected Motel 6. Pierre and Sabrina care to differ. You guys said Holiday Inn, and the correct answer is Motel 6.
What, I'm telling you.
Wow, we've got some excitement in here. Here's your next question. In Pretty Woman, what amount does Richard Gere agree to pay Julia Roberts to be his escort? $100 an hour, $400 a night, $3,000 a week, or $16,000 a month? And begin.
What you say, dog?
3,000.
I'm gonna roll with you on that 3,000 a week.
3,000. 3,000.
Push it. Let's do it. I'm with you.
All right, let's do it.
3,000 for the week, 400. Okay, 3,000 a week. 3,000.
Okay, 3,000 a week. Get 3,000 a week.
I got it. 3,000.
All right, our three teams have locked in. Jonathan and Rodney, $3,000 a week. You think that's expensive?
For me?
Yeah, for you,
I ain't
Rodney.
got $3 for it right now.
Okay, very good. Renae and Jill, you guys also said $3,000 a week. Pierre and Sabrina, $3,000 a week. The answer, $3,000 a week. Renae, you and Jill have $1,200 in your trust fund. Jonathan and Rodney, you guys also have $1,200. Pierre and Sabrina, you have time to catch up. You have $700 in your trust fund. With your final question, $500, here it is. If you stood on your head, which part of your body would be closest to the ground? Uvula, duodenum, diaphragm, or stomach? And begin.
It's not your stomach, it's not your diaphragm.
It's uvula. It's uvula.
What's the uvula?
It's your throat.
Okay.
Diaphragm. Check diaphragm.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, our three teams have locked in their choices. Jonathan, you and Rodney said uvula. Renae, you and Jill said uvula. Pierre and Sabrina, you guys said the diaphragm. And the correct answer is uvula. It's the little punching bag located in the back of the throat. All right, well, Jonathan and Rodney, guess what that means? You guys are moving into the next round.
What?
Yeah, that's right, Rodney. Give me a little dance. And Renae and Jill, I would like to see a dance from you ladies too, because you are also moving into the next round. Very nice work. Pierre and Sabrina, I'm sorry. You have the lowest amount in your trust fund. That means you guys are eliminated. However, you can choose friend or foe. You're the first team going to the trust box. Sabrina, Pierre, this is the trust box. And inside this trust box, you each have a button which you can use to indicate friend or foe. The decision will determine how your trust fund is divided. If you both choose friend, you'll split your earnings, each taking $350. However, if one chooses friend and the other breaks trust by choosing foe, foe takes the entire $700, friend gets nothing. Now, if you both choose foe, you both leave empty-handed. You don't get any money. Sorry, bye-bye. Hope the door doesn't hit you on the fanny. Now, Pierre looks a little scared. Is he afraid of how you'll react when he picks foe? And Sabrina is a poet. Is her next great work going to be entitled Ode to Foe? All right. I'm going to give each of you a moment to tell your teammate why they should trust you. Pierre, you go first.
Okay. Well, we didn't leave with as much as I had hoped, but we did have a lot of fun, and we did come out with something. So the way I figure, we take what we have and leave home happy.
Do you want to take everything? The whole $700? You hesitated.
We'll wait to see.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sabrina, anything to add?
We may not come home with a lot of money. However, $350 is good.
Now, each slip a hand inside the trust box because it's time to choose, just one hand. It's time to choose friend or foe. All right, time's up. Your decision is locked. Please place your hands on the table. Well, let's see. $700 is on the line. Let's see who's a friend and who's a foe. Sabrina, you went friend and you went foe, Pierre. You're taking the $700. Sabrina, how can you shrug? He didn't even bluff.
I feel like that he could have used the $350 for his kid, and I didn't have the heart to press foe. So.
All right, very nice. Well, two teams remain.
Back, so.
Will the remaining teammates do the wave wave goodbye. Find out when we return to Friend or Foe. Welcome back to round 2 of Friend or Foe. We have 2 teams that are in a dead heat. Jonathan, you and Rodney the Rocker, you guys have $1,700 in your trust fund. Renae and Jill, you also have $1,700. All right, well, in this round, you guys are tied now. Anything could happen because we double the value of each question to $1,000. You guys ready to play? Sure. All right, here's your first question of round 2. Which of these would a member of PETA be least likely to wear? Suede, velour, denim, or velvet? And begin.
Least likely to wear.
Suede. They're animal rights people. They don't want to wear anything to do with leather.
Suede is animal.
All right, our 2 teams have locked in. Jonathan and Rodney, you think PETA people would not like suede. Renae and Jill, you also think suede would be a no-go at a PETA meeting. And the correct answer is suede, because it's the only fabric in the group made from cow skin. It's tasty when you fry them up with a little butter. All right, here's your next question. Which of these music festivals took place first? Woodstock 2, Lollapalooza 1, Farm Aid 1, or Lilith Fair 1? And begin.
Well, Woodstock, Farm Aid, yeah.
Woodstock 2 was
Lilith
recently.
Fair
Okay,
is
let's
just
go
the
Farm
new
Aid 1.
recent
Go Farm Aid 1.
I think it's Farm Aid.
Farm Aid?
Farm Aid was like, I don't know. What you think? Lollapalooza? Let's say Lollapalooza. Lollapalooza.
All right, our 2 teams kind of finished. Jonathan, Rodney, you guys did not have time to answer that question. You ran out of time, only 15 seconds. Renae, you and Jill said Farm Aid 1. The correct answer, Farm Aid 1. It debuted in 1985. Lollapalooza did not debut until 1991. All right, you guys, here's your next question. Still plenty of time to score. Waving a yellow flag is an international sign for what? Ceasefire, infectious disease, war zone, or construction site? And begin.
You think it's ceasefire, honestly?
No, construction or infectious. Go construction.
Let's go construction.
Construction site.
No, that's orange.
That's orange.
Ceasefire.
Ceasefire.
Let's go one.
Not ceasefire. Infectious disease.
All right, you guys, Jonathan and Rodney, you ran out of time again. You didn't clock in. You only have 15 seconds for each question. Renae and Jill, you guys think it's construction site. The correct answer is a yellow flag means infectious disease. I am not wearing any more yellow. I swear to God. All right, here's your 4th and final question. Now, you guys are in the lead, Renae and Jill. You have $3,700 in your trust fund. Jonathan, Rodney, not far behind. You have $2,700. You guys get this right and they get it wrong, you tie. According to a poll by the Knot website, what is the most popular month for marriage proposals? March, June, August, or December? And begin.
Okay, December because they plan the wedding for May. Well, December's Christmas. You got to think that. Christmas is romantic.
December. Let's go.
Yeah,
go.
December.
Do you want to say March? March.
All right, our 2 teams have locked in. Jonathan, you and Rodney think it might be romantic March. Renae, you and Jill say it's chilly December. The correct answer is December. Renae and Jill, that means you guys are moving on to the final round. Congratulations. $4,700 and your trust fund. Oh, Jonathan and Rodney, you guys are so cute. But you know what? You are eliminated because you have the lowest amount in your trust fund, $2,700. Are you going to play nice and split it up as friends? Or are you going to be nasty and go home with nothing as foes? So you guys have to take the walk to the trust box. Welcome to the trust box, Rodney. Jonathan, your trust fund is worth $2,700. And before you make your decision, let's review. Jonathan steals money from the donation jars at convenience stores, and that's an all-time low. Or is his all-time low when he votes foe? Rodney likes running. See Rodney run. See Rodney run away with your money. Run, Rodney. Run. All right, I'm going to give each of you a moment to speak your mind. Jonathan, I'm going to let you go first. Go ahead.
When I was younger, I used to, help myself to those Jerry Kids jars.
Oh.
But now, if there's one at a checkout stand, I'll drop $1, try to pay back.
All right, Rodney, is it payback time for Jonathan?
Well, with Jonathan, you know, I know my little thing. They say I stole my mama's car, you know. Well, you know, the girl was just fine. She was fine, so I had to. But, you know, I mean, I'd amend my ways. I never steal cars anymore.
No.
And, man, I feel like I got a friend in you right now, man. And
all right, well,
I say we should do the right thing.
Do the right thing. Put your hand inside the trust box. You've had your say, and now it is time to choose friend or foe. All right, time's up. Your decision is locked. Please place your hands on the table. Rodney, did you do the right thing?
I did the right thing.
You think you did the right thing, Jonathan? All right, let's see. $2,700 on the line. Let's see what you guys have decided to do with it. Rodney, you went friend, but Jonathan, you went foe. You're taking home $2,700 from your friend, Rodney.
Rodney, did you think he was capable of that?
He obviously needed the money, you know what I'm saying?
All right, when we return, money and alliances will be on the line as our two remaining players go for the big money and then go mano a mano to determine if they're friend or foe. We'll be right back. He's a foe. Renae and Jill, you guys have been doing a really nice job so far. You've got $4,700 in your trust fund, but we are going to give you a chance to earn thousands more if you can correctly answer 10 questions. You get it right, we give you $500. You get it wrong, we give you a strike, 3 strikes, and the round is over. However, if you do get all 10 out of 10, we'll double the entire amount of your trust fund for a grand total of $19,400. So if you guys play smart, there's a lot more money coming your way. You've got 60 seconds, 10 questions. Take a breath. It's time to play right or wrong. Laurel or Hardy, the fat one?
Laurel, okay, it's fine.
Wrong.
Okay.
ABC or NBC, the West Wing?
NBC.
Right. 8 rows or 9 rows? Rows of stars on the current U.S. flag?
8.
Wrong.
Oh, boy.
Sears or JCPenney? Kenmore brand?
JCPenney?
God.
JCPenney.
I think it's Sears.
Sears.
Right. Oh. Thumb or no thumb? Mickey Mouse?
No thumb.
No thumb.
Wrong. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. You have 3 strikes against you. That means the round is over. However, you get 2 questions credit for that, which means you have an additional $1,000 in your trust fund for a total of $5,700. Not so bad for a day's work, you guys. All right, Renae and Jill. The only question remaining is, are you going to take one for the team and go friend, or are you going to go all the way to the end zone as foes? You have to decide. You guys make the final walk. All right, this is it, our big moment, Jill and Renae, our final test of trust. You guys know your options already. I'm not going to re-inform you, but Renae here dives in front of moving cars. She's a risk taker. Is your money about to take a dive if she goes foe? And Jill. Jill played a raffle with stolen tickets. What's she going to do with this game of chance? A lot of money at stake. I'm going to give you each some sacred time to make your case. Your teammate, Renae, you go first.
Well, I do have a tendency to throw myself in front of cars, but it's never for money. It's always for the light of the situation. I enjoy seeing people laugh. In fact, on the weekend, I just did a belly skid across to a dance floor at a wedding just to make people laugh. So it's never for money.
Jill, what do you have to say?
I say we do the right thing and have fun and enjoy the money.
All right, so let's enjoy this moment. Please each slip a hand inside the trust box. It's time to choose friend or foe. Time's up. Your decision is locked. Please place both hands on the table. So you're Australian, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, Australians are fun, aren't they? You think they're trustworthy people?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you think you can you can trust Renae?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? You trustworthy today?
Well, we come from a land of convicts.
Oh, boy, maybe you should have known that earlier. $5,700 is up for grabs. Let's find out if you're a friend or a foe. Jill, you went friend. That means that either you're getting half the money or you've just handed it all to Renae. Renae, are you a friend or foe? Well, it looks like you're going home with $5,700 because you went foe. You believed her, Jill. You know what? You hit the friend button, and you guys made your choices. So you're going home with a lot of money, and I'm sure that $5,700 will relieve all your guilt. Thank you both. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on The Game, where knowledge can make you money, and money can make you a friend or foe.